welcome back, guys. And the ideas come in thick and fast. The comments from you guys recently have just been awesome. You've been coming up with some fantastic ideas, and we're gonna use some of these ideas, I think. Right, we're gonna do a little bit more work on this, as you've quite rightly pointed out, or many of you have pointed out. This just looks dwarfed in the middle of these, but you know, between these buildings. But I do want to do something in this lake. Now, somebody came up with quite a cool idea about having these Millennium Plazas, you know, putting a Millennium Plaza in here, and just having the hologram above the surface, which is a very, very cool idea. I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm also going to get rid of the Washington Monument. And oh, by the way, in this episode, I'm also going to show you how to do this a bit easier, and that's thanks to Bickety Bam. And Bickety, I actually did think about doing it the way that you were doing it, but I didn't. So you get all the credit. Right, what we're going to do? Okay, let's see. First of all, can I squeeze one of these parts in? And let me show you, I guess, what they look like. So I'll show you. No, that's not what I want. I want this center section tape. Oh, I took that little bit out as well. Never mind. I can put it back in. Right, let's put a park in, and you'll see how this works. I'm going to put it in that way, I think. There. Right. And what happens is, and it's actually, I did try this. I put this in before, and I put it in the other way around. It actually looks better the other way around because you can't see so much of the green. Let's take that baby out. Let's put it back in the right way. Come on, go away. Thank you. Let's put it in this way. Looks a bit better, I think. Here we go. So you can't see so much of the green that way. Now, if I actually crank this up and let this run, you'll see that eventually the hologram appears. And if we get rid of these, you just have a hologram floating in the middle of the lake, which is kind of cool, right? But I wondered if we couldn't do something like take it a step further, do something maybe even better than that. So let's get rid of this. Now, I haven't practiced, so I don't know how this is going to look. I don't know how this is going to work, but we'll see. So we're going to have to get rid of this, and we're going to have to get rid of these as well. Boom and boom. Now, what I'm thinking for the center is to try and put the Washington Monument in here, but I don't know how that's going to work, and that may end up not happening. I did also think about putting the Berlin TV Tower in there, right, so that you just have the let's show you. So you'd have the Berlin TV Tower sunken to the bottom, so you just have this tower rising up out of the water, which I thought might be quite cool. And you know, I'm still kind of tempted by that idea. I do like that idea quite a lot. But, you know, I might just do it. Like, what the hell? Yeah, go on. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Like, what the hell? Oh, it's kind of cool, isn't it? It's certainly iconic. I mean, there's no getting away from that. I kind of like it. I do kind of like it, I have to say. That is definitely iconic. There's no getting away from it. Oh, and maybe like there's an underground thing where you can go and then you take a ride up and then you can like have lunch in there's a restaurant in here. Oh, I kind of like that idea. Right, but we're not done. We're not finished. Okay, so that's that done. It's a bit fiddly, it's a bit fussy. Right, let's turn the lights on, shall we? And see what this actually looks like when we've got the 4 holograms. I've got to say, like, at night, this should look pretty spectacular. Let's just pause that for a second. Now, like I say, I'm not 100% convinced about seeing the stuff down the bottom, but like from a distance, see, that one's not very visible, but these others become a bit visible. I'm not convinced about that, guys. I'm not convinced about that. I really like the idea of the holograms on the water. I like the tower in the middle, but it's seeing this stuff underneath. I don't know. I don't know if I can actually live with that. We'll see. We'll see. Fun stuff, though, isn't it? Okay, now, I've been thinking a bit about the pedestrianisation of this, and I've also been thinking about these mega towers, because these mega towers are going to be full height. They're going to have quite a lot of people in them that have got to move around. And I've been thinking about subways. Okay, just before we jump off to the subject, to the subways, sorry, the kitten has spotted another ball of string. I've just been having a look at this. And I like the elements of this, but these tall buildings, they're too close. They're too close to this. They're crowding this. So I think a little bit of a rework is in order. Okay, so now it's all built, let's take a look. Now I've picked these buildings. because I wanted something that looked like an extension of these buildings. But I don't know. I'm not 100% convinced. I might change these buildings to something else. They don't look quite as in keeping with these as I'd hoped they would. But I like the spacing. The spacing is definitely better. I think we want something a little bit more low rise in here. These are a little bit too big in actual fact. Let's swap them out with something else. Yes, that's more like it. That's more like it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think we're getting there. I think we're getting there. Now, right. I've got so many things I want to do. I want to do the Udon thing. I want to do the subways things. I want to carry on developing this and put more commercial buildings in around here. Oh man, there's so much to do. This is such a big build. And I'll just say, some of you are probably thinking, my God, this is taking a long time. But when you think about it, these two plots in area are 8 times bigger than an original plot. So this is like building 8 cities all in one. Well, we're not using all the space, so maybe 4 or 5 cities. So I'm going to take my time on this because this is turning out to be a pretty nice build. Right, let's talk subways for a little bit. So what I'm thinking of, we need to get all of these people into this area. And I'm really liking the idea of pedestrianising this, like making this only accessible to pedestrians and via mass transit. So I'm thinking if we were to go the maglev and subway route, it could look kind of cool. So what I'm thinking of is we kick off. I don't know. Do we do the whole thing subway or do we do partial maglev? I'm thinking we do partial maglev, and I've got a reason why I'm thinking that. Let's pop in some maglev stations, and I'm thinking what we do is put maybe one there, and do I want to maybe space them out just a tiny bit, yeah, so that they're not like immediately in front of those buildings. Nope, I got the right one the first time. There we go. Come on, go away. Go away. Thank you. Right. 2, 3. Just a little bit of space. Then we'll do the same for these two guys over here. 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Right. Then, what I thought might look kind of cool is this kind of thing. So let me see if we can do this. And the best way to do this is definitely top down, because the perspectives are a little bit screwy, to be honest. Right, let's go to the subways, and let's put in a little bit of regional subway track, like from just between there and there. Okay, cool, excellent. Right, now we're going to put in a little bit of maglev track, and again I probably want regional. Yeah, I'm going to want regional. Now, how am I going to do this? If I use the actually this might work. If I use the arc tool, I think I'm going to have to put in a little section, maybe just need to switch to the straight tool for this little bit. So I'm thinking we put a little bit of maglev there and a little bit of maglev there. Then we switch to this so that we can hook these up like this. Yeah, cool. Now, now comes the cool bit, because that's kind of like, yeah, I've seen that a million times, but what I haven't used in any of the cities so far are these puppies, and I think these can look, whoops, let's switch to the straight tool. I think these can look very, very cool. Oh, come on. Really? Let's take that section back. Let's take that section back. And see if we can actually get this to work. Come on. Come on. Work. You know you want to. Oh, there we go. Boom. And do it on the other way. Boom. And I think that these can look very, very, very nice. So I'm thinking that we do something with those, and I'm thinking that we do something in this kind of area with those, because I think they can look very, very sweet. But I'm going to have to play around and come up with some designs for. I'm going to have to go into R&D, I think, and play around with these designs and come up with something, and then we can pedestrianize this. We can take out these roads, just have pedestrian roads hooking up to this central area, and then have a whole subway thing going on. And just in case you're wondering, well, will the subways go through here? It's a very, very good question. Let's find out, shall we? So if I take a regional subway track and try and lay it through here, it'll go like everywhere except under these place buildings which I've sunk. So they will go through like there, right? And let's get rid of that. Right, they will go through these areas. So if I wanted to run the subway track, like if I had a subway station here and I wanted to run it like underneath here, yeah, I absolutely can do it. I just can't go through these submerged placed buildings, which may have an impact later on. I'm still not 100% convinced about them. We'll see. We'll see. This could all get reworked, but then, man, you must be getting used to that by now.